Hey, what is up guys? My name is Tom Spark, the one and only best VPN reviewer here on YouTube. We have rated almost every single VPN out there on VPNtierlist.com. We have a quiz on there as well as links to my social media as well, so make sure to check out VPNtierlist.com. Today we're going to be comparing NordVPN and ExpressVPN, some of those popular VPNs out there, to see, where the weaknesses are for each VPN and which one you should choose at the end of the day. Alright guys, so if you do decide to purchase Nord or Express, you'll find the links down in the description down below. This will help support the channel. I'm not sponsored by either Nord or ExpressVPN. It's just an honest way to support the channel if you want to do so through those affiliate links. Alright guys, let's get to the first comparison, which is going to be the pricing of both of these options. Now, both NordVPN and ExpressVPN can't really satisfy my 1 month requirement of being $6 to $10. I'm looking for VPNs that are between that price point, and Express is around $13, and I think Nord is around $12. So both of them are pretty much equal there, although Express is a little bit more expensive per month. In terms of 6 month and plans, they don't really offer those options either that fit within $20 to $30. I do believe Express does have a 6 month plan, which is kind of nice, but it doesn't fit within the asking price we're looking for. That is more of a standard VPN price. Next up, we have $40 to $60, and ExpressVPN is definitely not going to be able to meet that. It's around $100 a year. NordVPN actually does make this mark right now. I'm going to actually change that to 1.11 points there. They are $59, so barely getting between the asking price. So I would say NordVPN is a better VPN to purchase per year than ExpressVPN. I'm not sure why they don't have like an asterisk here anymore about like the thing. Okay, so now it says it here. They changed it to be even harder to find. Not a huge fan of that. So NordVPN, as it says down here, the price is valid for the first time of your subscription. So they did kind of change the location of it, but I guess it is just charged for the 1 year term. So I don't really like that they didn't put like an asterisk here on this page letting you know that. You have to actually like pick it and then see it down here. But it looks as if the 1 year plan is going to be $59 for pretty much at least now at least. They could change it later on. So $59 for the first year and then $59 after that. So they do still fit within this asking price. For 2 years, $100. NordVPN is going to be around $99, and then respectively after that, $59 per year after that. So they do fit here as well. ExpressVPN is $100 a year, and 2 years is going to be roughly $200, so they don't fit there. In terms of 3 years for $120, Express is definitely not going to fit that, and it doesn't look like Nord will fit that either, so both of them are pretty equal here. In terms of 30-day refund, both the VPNs offer them. Just remember that with something like NordVPN, you do have to ask, 30 days or more before the renewal to make sure to cancel it in some of those long-term subscription plans. And with timers, we do see NordVPN frequently using timers on their website to generate sales. And ExpressVPN, we haven't really seen that kind of behavior, these kind of marketing tactics. Not a huge fan of those. We see stuff like CyberGhost, Cape using those as well. And price increase. So NordVPN does not get any points here either, whereas ExpressVPN does. Nord does have that price increase that we said, if you see it down here, they do have that price increase after 1 year. And some people might miss out on that notification now since they did remove it from this page. It used to have a little asterisk here and a little warning there at the bottom. So that's kind of a bummer. And 8+ simultaneous connections, I don't believe either one of these offers that anymore. Nord has 6 simultaneous, and I think ExpressVPN has 5. So overall, I would say that both are actually pretty equal here. NordVPN is a little bit cheaper in some cases. ExpressVPN has a little bit more honest consumer practices in terms of marketing and stuff like that. They don't use timers. They don't have artificial price increases that are kind of hidden and stuff like that. So it kind of is up to you. Do you mind these tactics and want a cheaper VPN, or do you prefer paying a little bit more and not having some of these kind of deceptive marketing tactics? It's kind of up to you, I guess. Next up, we could talk about the application, and both VPNs have pretty similar applications, but overall, I think NordVPN has the better one. As we can see here, NordVPN has ad blocking features, ExpressVPN does not. Neither one of them have Linux GUIs. Which is nice to have a GUI on Linux for just that usability. Nord does have DNS controls. ExpressVPN does not. Neither one of these VPNs have port forwarding, which is useful for if you want to seed torrents. NordVPN does have SOCKS by proxy support and dedicated IP support, whereas ExpressVPN does not. So that's definitely a little bit of a bummer. I think NordVPN overall has a more complete package when it comes to the application. Next up, we can look at speeds, and I think NordVPN is the winner here again as well. NordVPN has a little bit quicker speeds. They really did a good job with WireGuard and making more servers available. And ExpressVPN doesn't have WireGuard, but it has its new lightweight protocol, but still hasn't performed as well as for me as it would with Nord or some other VPNs out there. So both are pretty fast here, but again, I think I'm going to give it to Nord. Next up, in terms of the privacy audit, we see Nord having 2FA on the account panel. Fortunately, they did add that a couple of years ago. ExpressVPN still does not have 2FA. I think it's just like an email 2FA. It still doesn't count quite the same way as it does with Nord. We do see open source analytics with neither of them, which means they are using Google Analytics. Neither one of them can pass the blacklight test, which means they have Google Analytics and some forms of ad trackers on the website, which is not as privacy friendly as some other VPNs out there. Neither one of these VPNs pass the blacklight test either, which means they do have trackers on Android to monitor crash analytics and stuff like that. Both of these VPNs seem to collect no logs, at least as from what they say. NordVPN does have a little bit more complementary privacy services. They're really kind of rolling out the extension of the brand, which is nice for customers who like Nord and want to get more privacy services offered by them. ExpressVPN, as of right now, seems to be developing some of that stuff, but it's not ready quite yet. And in terms of the history of mismanaged data leaks or data scares, ExpressVPN is a little bit more reliable here. Nord had some kind of issue with key management or something like that a couple of years back with some servers that really kind of gave it a bad ding in its reputation. Since then, they've tried to repair the reputation with audits and some of these things, but still, that is something to think about. And in terms of company acquisitions, Nord has the favor here, being owned by Teslanet, or the same kind of people who have always owned it. Tom Okmanas, the CEO, and some other guys on the team. And then ExpressVPN did sell out to Cape as their holding company just recently, actually. So if you want a company owned by the same guys always, maybe go with Nord. If you're fine with Cape, then maybe Express is fine for you. Overall, though, let's see who wins here in the privacy section. So NordVPN got 4 points, and it looks like ExpressVPN got 4 as well. So actually a tie there. Next up, we can look at customer support, and both of these VPNs, being pretty big VPN providers, aren't going to be able to get that 1 hour ticket response time. They just have too many customers, I'm assuming, and can't answer all these tickets quick enough. That's one reason why I do recommend small VPNs here on the channel a lot that can compete in other areas, because they do have better customer support with less customers. It's kind of like that small business feel. It's like if you go shopping at a small business, you will kind of get better customer support than you might at something like McDonald's or something like that. So that's something to consider. Neither one of these VPNs could answer my ticket within an hour. So unfortunately, there's that. And if we look at streaming, I think NordVPN is doing a little bit better here lately. ExpressVPN had problems with Prime Video, whereas NordVPN didn't really give me any issues here. So I think NordVPN is the better VPN for streaming. So guys, overall, which one is the better option, NordVPN or ExpressVPN? So I think I'm going to have to pick NordVPN here. It has a higher aggregate point total than ExpressVPN. ExpressVPN does have some pros here and there. They have a little bit better of a reputation in terms of no kind of security vulnerabilities in the past or mismanagement of them. However, that said, they did sell out, whereas Nord has not. We can also look at a couple other things. Like I mentioned, NordVPN is a little bit cheaper, but does use more marketing tactics that ExpressVPN doesn't really use. NordVPN definitely has a little bit better compatibility in the application section with more features offered and a little bit better speeds. Both of them are roughly the same in terms of the privacy audit, needing a lot of improvements to be able to match with some other VPNs on the table, and both need to improve customer support ticket response times, but probably can't because they have too many customers. Overall, guys, those are my thoughts. If you want to help support the channel, click on NordVPN down in the description down below, or ExpressVPN if you decide you like some of the things with that service. I'll see you guys in the next VPN comparison. Let me know down in the comments down below if you made it this far by typing out which comparison you'd like to see next, and I'll see you again in the next video very soon.